check on myself. I think I should be good. All right.
Alright, we're in there, we're in there.
Shouts to Scramble. A game I have not yet beaten.
Wait, what? You haven't beaten this?
He said scramble.
Oh, it's apparently the first game of the Gradius series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouts to Gradius Gaiden not being released in the US before this game was.
It just wasn't released at all until that one PSP collection, if I recall.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, what's up everyone? Hey, shut up. Alright, what's up everyone? STG Weekly, episode 125. Gradius Galaxies. We got everyone here, all the guest hosts. We got Beatsco, you got Cream, GG Maximo, Nasty Wolverine, and our guest of the episode is Super Viper T302. He's better than the guest host. And then there's me.
Yeah, and then there's just Aquas who just apparently doesn't care.
Anyway, Gradius Galaxies, Super Viper is here to talk about it. We're going to check out a full playthrough of it. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to talk all about Gradius Galaxies and probably talk about a bunch of other stuff that may or may not be Gradius Galaxies, but in the Gradius series. So that's what's going on here. So, yeah, why don't you talk, should we go into the replay right away, or do you want to talk a little bit about the game?
On the game, so
okay, yeah, let's get
Gradius
some background.
Galaxy. It's Gradius. We know how Gradius works.
It's more to it than that.
Yeah. Interesting about this game is that you might not know about it. It's actually a Game Boy Advance game released in 2001, and you might not recognize the name Gradius Galaxies, because if you don't, chances are you either live in Europe and it's called Gradius Advance, or you live in Japan and it's called Gradius Generation. And Gradius Generation actually has a couple of extra things that are in Gradius Galaxies. So this run was done as a high score run for Vizzed again, but this time I counted it as a full run because, yeah, don't really have a reason to.
High score run, nice.
Yeah, I did okay. This run was emulated, but I do actually own a physical cartridge of the game and a DS Lite to play it on, which I guess is kind of cool. You know? And that's all I've got. So,
okay, well, ready? Yeah. What about Mobile 21? Want to talk about that company a bit? Oh, what's up?
Nico was talking about.
You're not enough of an OG to have a Game Boy Advance original model with no backlight.
That thing sucks.
I know.
You've always complained that the DS Lite has a terrible D-pad. I don't know.
Imagine trying to play a shmup with no backlight. It's fucking horrible.
Hey, that's normal Game Boy stuff right there. Anyway,
Yep.
So Gradius Advance / Gradius Galaxy / Gradius Generation is developed by Mobile 21. Mobile 21 is a 50-50 company that's actually associated with Nintendo and Konami. So you had some mixtures of Nintendo employees as well as Konami employees, and they only been they've been a company since only for a year during the 2001 era. So it's formed in 1999, and then they ceased to exist in 2002. So they're relatively unknown per se. But one of their games is Gradius Advance, and
an interesting thing about the release dates for Gradius Galaxies is that unlike most Gradius games, or really most video games in general, the European version of the game was actually released first. It was released in November of 2001. The North American version was released a couple of days later, and then the Japanese version was actually released last in early 2002. And interesting factoid, Gradius Galaxies was released a couple of months after I was born.
Was Mobile 21 like an American company, or anyone know anything about that?
It's a Japanese developer company.
Okay.
It's a joint company, and that was formed a time when I think they were trying to do wireless capabilities. Excuse me, for the GBA. So I think that's where most of the development went to. And then, so because I guess when the company ended by 2002, that's when they actually fully developed the Game Boy Advance wireless. Supposedly, that's what the wiki says. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Oh, you mean like that wireless adapter accessory thingy that they had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
that came like I think later in the GBA's
It's like
lifespan.
2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I remember the later Pokemon games used it. I know I'm a dweeb for knowing that.
So the mobile thing did
No
come
worries.
out on the GBA then.
Yeah, technically.
Okay. Huh.
I think some of the older games with Mobile 21 had the wireless feature built into the cartridge, but I'm not % sure about that. I'll do a little bit of research on the side, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were using it for.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose we can get into this replay here. It is an hour-long game, so we got plenty of time to bullshit.
An hour long to replay is.
Oh, okay.
Cream, do you have the video open?
Yes. What's the timestamp though?
1:16, 1 minute 16 seconds.
Alrighty.
Extruder apparently wants me to be a bit louder. Apparently.
Yeah, I was going to say that
Oh.
you guys were talking about other stuff that was less important.
All right, I'll fix it on my end. All right. When you guys are ready, I'll do a countdown here.
I am ready.
I am ready.
Ready?
As well.
Good.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
2, 1, go.
Alright, so starting off, we're going to show my configuration. First thing you'll notice right off the bat, unlike most other Gradius games, I choose to play with 5 lives just to play because I play it safe.
The noble approach.
This run was kind of done after I hadn't played the game for a little while, so I wasn't sure if 3 lives would be enough for me. And also, yeah, I use Type A just because it's basic. And that's all I have to say.
You mean use
Extruder
Big
says
Bang.
that our technical issues are better than our content.
Lol.
Damn.
Okay, here's the first funny thing about this run right off the bat is that. Remember what I said earlier when I said I have a physical copy of the game? I bought it as a used copy, and the previous owner had the options already set so that autofire was turned on. So I thought autofire would always be turned on by default, and I was not aware of that when I started this run. So I decided to just play through this game without autofire, which is not something I normally do. But nice challenge, I guess.
Emulating it to save the files, or or are you talking about on the actual system? I'm a little confused.
So yeah, Gradius Galaxies has something that not a whole lot of other Gradius games have, and that's double upgrades. As you can see, missiles that are faster when you double upgrade them. The lasers become somewhat more powerful, I guess, and the double, well, you'll find out. Also, here's another thing noteworthy about this game.
So
There are
that's
a lot of those in this game.
Oh, Viper, Aquas was asking, is the auto fire a game feature or is it a
It's in
hardware?
the settings. It's in the option menu. You can
so
toggle
it's,
it between on and off. And I did not realize that it was off by default.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, how is your control setup? Are you using A and B for just your typical fire and bombs?
I use arrow keys for movement. I think I use Z and X for... I'm pretty sure normally I use Z for shoot and X for power up. Yes. Might be the other way around, I'm not sure. And I use Enter for start.
Okay.
Extruder says double upgrades were in Gradius Gaiden
Yep.
Oh yeah,
originally.
the double. I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah, the double upgrade was stolen from Gradius Guide, and it gives you a third shot. And in both the double and the tail gun will give you a third shot when you upgrade them twice. The tail gun gives one going straight
you
off
just
the
spoiled it now. You just spoiled it, and
yeah, because
now
it's already
when I play the game, it's ruined forever. And it's all your fault.
But no problem.
I'm not gonna forgive you for that. Like,
good.
Thanks. You ruined my experience forever.
Good.
She'll ever remember Gradius Gaiden as Gradius Galaxies at this point.
Well,
Okay, does this thing have option
You
edit?
might have seen Meteorite Stage. Not a whole lot to say about it.
Does this game have option edit?
Hey, we got option
is
edit
this
in the game.
Big core thing.
This guy's called Terra Core, according to Gradius Wiki.
Oh, it looks like it looks like the big core from.
It's based off
Gradius,
of it. It is
which
based
I
off
like.
of the big core.
It's classic. Well,
Right.
okay,
So as you can see,
it's
we
kind
have
of
some. We have some new stage ideas here and there, like those asteroids with the little passageway in them. Those get a little more annoying on higher loops.
Okay, I had a question. Does this thing have option edit?
What do you mean?
You can in
Does it have
later
like different-
Gradius.
So,
Does it have
Wiz
edit mode?
asked-
If it doesn't have an edit mode for your weapons, no.
Yeah,
If that's what you're asking.
because later Gradius games all have them. I think starting from Gaiden, I think.
Not really. Gradius.
Oh, are you talking about like?
the movements of the options? So Gradius 3.
No,
is
not
for-
the movements. The option
Really?
edit, as in, the power-up bar. You can edit it and place a shield on the
that.
first. Yeah.
That doesn't exist in this game. That's only in Gaiden. Anyway, so here's a crystal stage with lightning in the background, and one thing I'm gonna bring up here is this game's music. There's kind of a mixture of good and bad songs in this game, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like the music in this game just because, as you can probably tell, it doesn't sound that great. That'll become a bit more apparent with some songs later on. This song I think is good though.
Yeah, GBA soundchip is hard to use for a lot of developers, so it's understandable that it's such an early game. Best sound out of the system.
I think this section is a
This
throwback
one
to one of the
YouTuber named
MSX
Jorge
games.
Fuentes actually made arrangement song in this game, and a lot of them actually sound really, really good.
I think
That's definitely.
I think this stage here is a tribute to the one of the MSX Gradius games because you break off the
Yeah,
pillars.
it's Nemesis 2 Stage 3/11, I think.
Is that it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, the Ancient Ruin stage.
Do you die in this run?
That cream, that would be spoilers.
Oh,
What? I thought you didn't like those.
I didn't say where.
I'm sorry. I need a plot summary because, like, I fall asleep during this movie.
Well, we got fucking lightning storm and it's fucking epic. What more do you want?
I'm sorry. I'm too tired and drunk.
Okay, so you are drunk. Right?
No.
I asked you earlier if you were sober.
No, I was just joking.
Alright.
so
Well,
are you
I
just
should
going for
probably-
points at this point?
Yeah, I do go for score quite a bit. As you can tell, the Vic Viper's laser, the laser is pretty powerful in this game. The Type C and D also are really good for this game. Type C has a really, really good laser. I think it's called the Pulse Laser. Pretty powerful, and it's rapid fire. And Type D has the Spread Bomb, which we all know is amazing.
So, tell me this: is Gradius Generations types based off of Gradius Gaiden's ships?
Yeah.
Well,
it sounds
Type
like
1
that,
is the
doesn't it?
standard type. Type 2 is the Salamander type, and Type 3 and 4 are kind of the overpowered one. But Type C has some interesting weapons because Type C has like I think Type C has the photon torpedo.
Yeah, that sounds. Oh, okay. So it's a little.
So interesting thing about these little gravity things that pop out from the ground and cause the crystals to move around is that their gravity actually does affect the big Viper. So if you were to go near one of them, you get pushed outwards.
Huh.
Which I think I did that at the start of this stage.
How hard is
Well,
this
anyways,
game
this boss, I
compared
guess,
to the rest of the series?
This game is kind of...
Say
It's a
it
game
easy.
that-
Say it easy.
I wouldn't say it's easy, but
Okay.
it's not Gradius 3 arcade.
It's a bit more accessible. Maybe you could say that.
Yeah, it's...
So it's pretty easy.
And you have, I think you have unlimited continues in this game.
Look at those bullets.
What?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, this game does have that.
That's what we
but
get
it's
for
not-
saying a game was easy.
This game does have that, but it's never a huge problem. Because typically they'll just all focus on one spot and get around them easily.
Man, that's slow
Even
down.
more fun with higher
Unlimited
difficulties.
continues equals way too easy. You
we're
tell
beyond that.
Difficulty.
We're way beyond
You
that.
should tell that to everyone who makes shmups.
Oh boy.
So,
We got that
this stage
taken
might look
care of.
familiar to anybody who's played Gradius 2, except instead of dragons, we have lions.
Dang, that's like a supernova right there.
So a combination of Gradius 2 and Gradius 3 first
Yeah.
stage.
And here's the best 5,000 point bonus ever.
Oh, what's going on? What is he doing? Whoa! You just go in there and
Wow.
touch it, and you
Yeah,
get the
that's
points.
probably the hardest. That's probably the second worst 5,000 point bonus in the game.
What did you have to do? Just go in there and touch it, or
Yeah, just go in there and get it,
Oh.
but it's a very tight squeeze.
just to get a brave
Especially
the
with people.
storm?
Okay. So, how many loops are in this game?
I'm pretty sure infinite. I
You're
can't
pretty
say
sure.
otherwise.
Have you
otherwise.
finished 2 loops of this?
I think the farthest I've made it is 2.6, but I don't remember for sure.
Dang, those are the fucking sand lions from Gradius 3, but they're but they're fiery. That's
Yeah,
fucking sick.
I think Konami actually said they wanted the the fire palette in Gradius 3 Arcade actually works perfectly with the sand lions, which would make you believe that the sand lions could have been used in the fire stage.
You were saying, Cream?
Well,
It's
I'm
fire
just saying,
stage.
well, we don't know, so I'll try to look it up, I guess.
Speaking of Gradius 3's fire stage, look at this.
Dang.
Yeah, it's even more fun on higher difficulties, as you'll see later on.
Please don't give me Nightmares of Gradius 3. Please don't give me Nightmares of Gradius 3.
If the game keeps on getting harder every loop, then I mean, surely it's not easy, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
even
kind of figured.
Because that's like,
Yeah, I
more
could-
fun. Flashbacks yet, anyone?
because Gradius games are always good at usually giving you the difficulty, giving you the D. D stands for
gonna-
difficulty.
I was gonna bring
Here
up this
comes the
earlier,
picture.
and then we got off topic. Speed ups in this game, you are incredibly slow even with 1 speed up, so 2 is pretty much mandatory.
Yeah.
Seems
When I
like that
played
would
this
be-
game, I remember that the hitbox being quite large than other Gradiuses. Because
I think the hitbox is actually pretty small, but in terms of bullets, it is kind of big. So here's a boss that I haven't been able to quick kill in a really long time, even though it's actually quite easy to quick kill.
Shoot it in the head.
Yeah, the voiceovers in this game are actually the same as the voiceovers used for Gradius 2 in the Gradius Deluxe pack.
Oh, boom.
Well,
My
that's-
think
that's
dog.
something
Let's go from the top to the bottom. To the bottom the first time.
You killed my dog.
Oh my god. If you want to avenge that fire dog's death, please type "oh my dog" in chat.
Man, I can't even find out. I guess no one plays this.
It is kind of one of the lesser known games in the series.
But it looks
Okay,
fun.
here's the-
I'm guessing it loops
Level upgrade
infinitely
level.
because, like, all these games loop infinitely.
Ah, shit mower.
So
Nice.
let me
Here's the
guess.
volcano stage, because it's not Gradius without a volcano stage. Unless it's Gradius 5.
Oh,
And
then-
the planet's kind of old at this point. So apparently, I think the volcano stage has the volcano planets actually have a name. I think it's called like Ionius or something like that. And
Volcano
it's kind
down.
of old in this. Yeah, volcano down. Apparently civilization is actually forming here, as you'll see in the background in a couple seconds. Like you're gonna see some buildings and stuff. Makes you think that civilization is beginning to move here.
Yeah.
You see there's some buildings in the background.
So you're telling me this whole stage is falling apart as always?
As always.
Just the beginning part, really, but for a volcano stage, this does introduce a lot of new things, such as that volcano falling. This part's pretty generic, a bunch of those platforms, and we're gonna have some more volcanoes here in a second. As you can see, the Big Viper's backwards double OP.
Yeah, the double
this
is really
stage is
kicking
called.
ass.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So this stage is called, get this, underground volcano.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, that's always normal for the series.
way.
No, that the name does make sense.
Because, like, in
who's
Gradius
ready
3,
for
it's like-
something you never thought you'd see in a Gradius game.
More bullets.
Waterfalls.
Whoa, what is this?
Oh.
XX?
man, Zazix just came in this game.
And in Nemesis 90 Kai, I believe those waterfalls can kill the Italian, but in this game, apparently the Big Viper's just waterproof.
Does it
Oh,
push
dang.
you down if you go
It
through?
does push you down.
Oh, so it's like the stage 1's Gradius guy.
Shouts to this 5,000 point bonus.
Oh, interesting.
These enemy generators are kind of new as well. Like, they kind of come in from somewhere off the screen and then mount themselves onto the wall and then spawn enemies.
That's nice.
Force field.
Force
I'm
field
digging
takes
the
3 hits
parallax
always.
scrolling at the back and the
Ready for it.
dart.
Well, that XX level actually had an orb in the background, just like this stage too. So I feel like there could be some connection there. I mean,
That
I
orb
think
looks a lot
I
like Zelda,
think there's been a lot of kind of tributes so far.
Mm-hmm.
That orb kind of looks like Zelos now that I think about it. The Zelos Force.
What's
Certainly
that?
does.
And here, the final boss of Salamander.
Oh,
So here's the kind of an interesting mix. So if you kind of stay back there, then you'll get some duckers and some of them drop power-ups. So I use that to my advantage every now and then. But you kind of want a laser for the boss. So
Oh, this scrolls a little bit. Interesting.
So I guess this is why it's called Underground Volcano, because you kind of go underground.
So why do you hang back a little bit before it starts scrolling?
Okay, so I go up here because it's completely useless to do this in this game, but there's a 5,000 point bonus here in the Japanese version of the game.
Laser.
Huh. Interesting.
Full of extra features about it that Galaxies or Advanced don't have. Like, it has challenge modes where you have to play through each individual checkpoint of the game with, like, just from revival start. So this is Bolboros. As you can see, there's 2 core ships here. Whichever one you kill first, the other one will start doing harder attacks. So I kill the bigger one first because, not only because it's the smaller one's easier to deal with, but also because the smaller one can give you more score if you let it live.
Okay, this is like Gradius 1,
There's this-
the Mark core. Mark 1 core?
Yes. Mach one.
Yeah.
Yeah, big core. There's a lot of core ships in the Gradius series are based off the big core, as you probably would have guessed.
I like the way the core itself kind of twitches every time you hit it. Not like in the previous ones, where it just like blinks a little bit.
Okay, who's the dude in the chat that's trying to hit on me?
I don't get it either.
Just noticed that. I should be paying more attention to chat.
Some people
So-
are comparing the waterfall stage to Sex stage 3.
So who's ready for another Moai stage? Because there aren't enough of those in Gradius games.
Oh yeah.
Well, you missed that.
Ones in this game are really awkward. They open their mouths kind of weirdly. Like they take forever to open their mouths. There's also a 5,000 point bonus in this stage, but I don't think I was able to get it because it's hard to get. It's hard to find it because of the way the screen scrolls. Basically, there's this little platform and on the bottom side of it are two Moais lying on their backs that are right next to each other, and in between them is the 5,000 point bonus. I think I barely missed it here. Yeah, it's just scrolling off screen. It's right in there.
Yeah,
but
I see. That's hard to get. You have to know.
You have to know where it is. So in terms of Moai stages, this one, a couple of new ideas, but nothing we haven't really seen that much of before. Also lag. Gots to lag.
It's a lot of slow down.
The GBA game. It's a Gradius game and it's on GBA. What do you expect?
I can tell this is probably more accessible due to the latency for sure.
Plus, those Cheerios aren't moving very fast.
Not a whole lot with them. But on higher loops, they fire suicide bullets.
The Cheerios?
Yeah, they fire suicide bullets.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Like, you get some Cheerios, but you also get, little marshmallows, too.
Then there's this part, which is just amazing. So here's an idea from Gradius 4. We've got regenerating red Moais. So when you kill these Moais, they'll come back a couple seconds later, so you can't actually kill them.
It's a Moai erection right there.
Wait, what?
What?
Erecting from the ground.
Oh, don't say, man. Oh,
Is everyone's mind here just secretly in the gutter right now?
Nah.
This.
I'm starting to get
A
concerned.
bunch of times. I think I'm pretty much numb to all that.
Hey, they even got multiple erections.
No,
All
just
over.
breaking out of the ground, honestly.
It's popping out.
Yep.
Saying hello.
So it's kind of interesting. In that part, there was only one normal.
Yeah. Here's big Moais.
Whoa, oh, you ruined his day.
These big Moais are also kind of weird.
Dude, that's
Dude,
morbid.
He's just trying to sleep, man.
Dude, it's like bloody Moai chocolate molten core right there. Oh my god, dude. Dude, that's just wrong.
I swear, looking at those Moai platforms in the background and seeing the one with the two Moais lying down on top of it always reminds me of the 5,000 point bonus and the amount of times I rarely get it.
Man, those broken Moai heads remind me of pictures from Rotten.com. It's just so brutal.
This is a new kind of Moai boss, I guess you could say. The Dogalites. They farm from, or I guess not easily, because there's an attack where they fire a bunch of pellets at you, and you can farm from that, but the thing is, it's very difficult to do that without a stray one just coming out of nowhere and hitting you.
So this is a threesome where it's all heads?
Just come out of nowhere and hit you right in the face, and then you're dead.
Dang, those are pretty cool.
So that Moai moving up and down on higher loops, it'll fire lasers from its eye. And you can kill, and you can get the Moais on the surface to stop walking, just like destroying their legs.
Dang, so there's new attacks and stuff?
Feet? Are you serious? They have feet on those?
They had feet in that attack. And as you can see, the Moais are now off sync, which is very easy to do in this fight.
Yeah, those little bubbles, you really have to know where to place your options.
I like those bubbles.
Fights. Ready to just have a staring contest with this Moai.
They're obviously bubbles because they made that bubble sound effect.
They have unicorn horns.
They're more like cats.
These Moai heads are some of the most creative Moai heads I've seen, I think, in the series. The fucking, like,
Spinning around.
Transformers Moai mecha.
Has anybody else noticed that in Gradius games, Moai stages are typically stage 5 and Volcano stages are typically stage 4? Because it's like that. It's like that in Gradius. It's like that in Gradius 2. It was okay, not really like that in Gradius 3. It's like that in Gradius 4. It's like that here. Stage 6 is the cell stage. This stage is a bit of a pain the first time around because a lot of... in the Black Oak interviews, they said how Gradius 4, they wanted it to be the game where you kind of like, where everything kind of reacts to what you do. It's more interactive, and that's what this stage kind of is, except it's even more stupid. At the small little, I guess, teeth in the ground or whatever those are, that purple ones, you can't destroy them, but they will recoil back into the ground, and the red ones you can't destroy. And you got enemies that fire suicide bullets. And these freaking arms!
They look like hot dogs.
They are so random. They are so random, and their movement can be so erratic. Like, those two right there are probably the worst in the entire stage.
They look like they have a really large hitbox. Well,
So, like, if you do, like, one thing wrong with them, they'll just fling right into you and you just... So you kind of have to be careful with them.
So it's kind of like those tentacles in Gradius 4 cell stage then.
Yeah, except those guys are even worse because rank.
Oh yeah.
And I think this game has more of a static rank formula. And those arm enemies, like, the thing about them is they kind of move in the opposite direction that you shoot them from. If you shoot them while you're in front of them, they move towards you. And and say hello to the worst regenerating walls in Gradius ever, because they regenerate way too quickly.
Ooh, that's quick. Very strategic to shoot very, very late.
Yeah, you pretty much want to wait until the wall's completely regenerated before going through it. Oh, and those enemies, they fire suicide bullets on higher loops, so yeah, good luck recovering here.
Wow.
I think having the double makes this part worse because you have to shoot both upwards and backwards and just mess up
Looks
the
like
entire wall.
a chocolate. Looks like just a wall of chocolate. Just want to eat my way through it.
If it were Gradius.
So I think you're saying that like in later loops you actually want to avoid those cells.
Well, you kind of can't because they're in such small spaces and you pretty much have to go into them in order to get past that regenerating wall section.
That's a way to avoid it. I mean, they do the same thing in some of the other... I think Gradius 3 also does the same thing, so...
I believe so.
I think in that game they're actually a little easier to get past. Here's a fun 5,000 point bonus. It's literally just right up inside this wall.
Damn. There's a lot of those point bonuses. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
In the other games,
the
it was like
original
1 or 2
high.
point bonuses, but they actually like did something with it this time.
Yeah. So you kind of have two ways to go about attacking this guy. I choose the more sadistic way, I guess, which is destroying all 5 of those arms before actually destroying the eye. But as you destroy each of the arms will actually speed. The remaining arms will actually speed up. Which makes it pretty difficult when there's only one.
Is there a bonus for collecting all the points? Special enemies?
No.
There isn't? Oh.
There isn't.
Hey,
That's
we're
the
Anticlimactic.
halfway done.
Typically a stage where you're first to die, unless, you know, this stage. This stage is notorious for one being a stage to easily die on as well.
Force field.
Speaking about points, I was playing the NES Gradius some days back. That has like, I think, 4 of them in the first and the second stage, but that's about it really.
Yeah, there's 5,000 point bonuses and 1-up bonuses in the stages 1 through 4 in the NES version, and there's also, I think, a 1-up in stage 6.
Oh,
There's
look at
also
that.
some of those types of bonuses in the NES Life Force as well. So, meteorites and enemies that explode into shrapnel when you shoot them. Totally not the second and fifth stages of Salamander.
Well, it's like Radius 2 as well. For stage
Not
2.
as much. Because the crystals in that game are destructible, and they're not here.
Oh yeah, you have to use the crystals to your advantage. Well, actually, no, they don't even matter. The shots
Yeah, I
go
don't
through
think-
them.
Yeah. And then and then you're just in open space, so the game decides to let you have a little bit of fun here. Because there's enemies, and we're gonna have a bunch of random enemy hatches flying in from the right, which is a fun place to farm.
Everybody hates the ice stage. Doesn't matter which Gradius it is.
At Gradius 3 Arcade.
Yeah, what was the hardest stage of this game? Have you been there yet?
There's only 8 stages in this game, and if I had to choose a hardest stage, it's a tie between this and the Cell stage. They're both really dumb
That Cell
stages,
stage looked pretty annoying. Oh man, look at the animation on the top right. It's like
Okay, do it.
it's like Jesus,
Oh, wow,
fucking
yeah.
Jesus light.
It's a nebula. Don't you know your space
you're gonna have a bunch
terms?
of enemies with full power. They're easy. Trying to recover
Jesus.
against them is annoying because they fire a lot.
It's a nebula. Or something.
Kind of realizing that now, but
Or maybe it's a comet. It could be a comet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
most probably a comet.
That
nice.
definitely seems like a.
I like space. It's really pretty.
Here's the only boss
Huge.
in this game that has ever been reused in a different Gradius game, Pearl Emeralda. And it's another big core variant. Kind of.
Okay, do I have this right? Since you've been playing it, you haven't gotten even one up?
Extra lives.
Hmm.
Which is part of the reason why I chose to start with 5 rather than 3. I
Wow,
used to
that's
do
just-
that for this game.
Oh, cool.
I don't want
I
to start with
just-
7 because that's too many.
He just busted his way through the wall. All like the Kool-Aid man. He's
The
like,
missile cannons.
oh, yeah.
or I guess these laser cannons on Pearl Emeralda are destructible, as you can see. And an interesting thing happens if you destroy both of them, and then it gets to the point where it's supposed to fire the missiles. For whatever reason, Pearl Emeralda, if you destroy both of its laser cannons, and then it gets to this phase, it just won't attack ever. It just stops.
Yeah, you disarmed him. I mean,
He
Got
doesn't
him.
know what to do. It's too.
boom! That was a good boom.
Is that?
Yep.
Oh, was those
Satisfying.
cycles, or they were just particles for effect?
Force field.
Yes.
So yeah, I purposely like to let bullets flood the screen because I think it looks cool. They pose no threat to me because they're easy to get around. And no, power capsules do not give points in this game. I just grab them because they're there.
Yeah, I would too, probably.
It's in these types of games to have the power capsule, the power bar always be highlighted on shield in case you lose it.
you like the sound effect, huh?
Alright, so you probably know what we're in for here. Wait for it.
Is it the name of a drug?
Speed section.
It's
Okay.
the high speed stage.
So a couple things to point out. This is the worst 5,000 point bonus in the game.
Wow,
because
that is the
you
name
have
of a
to-
drug.
This is the worst. This has the worst 5,000 point bonus in the game because you have to die in order to get it. It's right in front of a dead end.
Wait,
And there's
what?
the stage where you
That's
basically just
okay.
stay at the top of the screen the entire time, and there's a small opening that allows you to get back into the main stage. And there's one cannon up there that you have to shoot through, but that's no fun.
Wait, so you don't get it?
I didn't take the easy path. I took the normal way through the stage.
Man, I thought this
Also,
was
though,
gonna be an
the
all
little
point.
wall things that you saw me shoot through, those things are terrible unless you have the because they just get pushed back instantly by the laser. Here's one of the most noteworthy bosses in the game, Rex the Encore, because this boss will probably catch players by surprise when they play this game for the first time. Because at first, it's just a normal core ship. You know, it's got a couple of assistants. I usually try to kill them both, but I chose not to in this round because it's a little risky. Then you kill it, and it's just like, you know.
Okay, Price, please tell me more about SoundCloud rappers and speed. Cause like,
and then it's just like, wait, hold on, are you gonna blow up or?
Cause like, speed is such like the white trash drug, so I'm surprised that like SoundCloud rappers who you'd think would be doing like LSD and weed would be like, I'm just like, what? Why speed?
Well, they need to rap
How many
fast.
people were surprised by that when they first played this game? The boss just resurrects itself and it gets.
Oh yeah, this one you have to pay attention.
Interestingly, there are checkpoints for each form. So if you die, it goes. If you die for say on this form, it just goes straight to right before it gets resurrected. Although that pretty much leaves you underpowered because you get no power-ups during this fight. So if you don't have anything highlighted, have fun. Although in the third form of this fight, there is a safe box that you can have used to time the boss out.
I see.
Long.
We can still save it.
Rapping like Mika's over pallet. Oh god. Yeah, I mean SoundCloud is kind of like the bottom of the barrel. I know because I have personally posted music on SoundCloud, and no, I'm not telling you where it is, but like, yeah, it's pretty bad.
You can farm from this boss if you choose
I
to
post
do it.
on
For whatever
SoundCloud.
reason, I just ended up killing it quickly. I guess I didn't do it right. I don't know.
It kind of looks, that particular form looks like one of the greatest Gaiden boss rush bosses. Speaking of which, is there
which
even a
one?
boss rush?
There is no boss rush in this game, no.
Oh, interesting. I guess
Except,
that was
although this
replaced.
stage does have, I think, 4 bosses. There's that one, and then there's 3 more after this. So yeah, here's the base stage. It's a base stage. What else do you expect? It's gonna eventually have moving walls, and it has a kind of ugly song.
The music is okay. It isn't that bad.
I'm not a huge fan of this particular song. So while we're here, you might know the Konami code, but this game handles the Konami code in a weird way. So there's 4 different variants of the Konami code you can enter while the game is paused. If you enter the normal one, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, you'll receive full power and then blow up a couple seconds later after unpausing. And then if you replace any left and right button presses with L and R, then you get full power and you don't die. If you do, I think it's down, down, up, up, right, left, A, B, then you get full power and you don't blow up, but 1 life is subtracted from your life count. And then if you replace left and right with L and R in that code, then the same thing happens if you were to do the normal Konami code. Blow up a couple seconds later.
Wait, what is it? Wait.
Every time you use a Konami code, it adds a 1 to the 1's digit of your score, and if that happens in this game, you can no longer get a high score.
Interesting.
Okay, Price,
So
what is it?
these enemies, what they're supposed to do is they sort of charge up at you, and if they hit the ceiling, they just fly back down and become indestructible.
You didn't find it,
There's
did you?
more.
Please tell me you didn't find it.
Find what?
No, my rap name is not Zanny 420.
I'm just gonna put that in.
Oh my
So here's a lot of things that look indestructible but are actually destructible. There is a 5,000 point bonus here near the ceiling, but I was too scared to go for it.
man, you should have just gone full shmup there, buddy.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't played this game in a while. This is also kind of the first time I ever tried playing through the entire game on emulator. I normally play through it on DS. so it's in a
Never
different,
go full
I guess,
shmup.
setting than I'm used to. And here's the worst gun wall in the history of ever.
That's the lyric on wall. Oh.
This guy just sucks.
Destroy the core.
You can't destroy the cannons. There's duckers coming at you, and then you have these just two laser beams that move back and forth, and they... And if you die against this boss, have fun.
Oh, they
Fast time it out. You can safe it out by just hiding right in front of one of the ducker generators, but the boss takes a really long time to time out.
Oh yeah, these gun
Nice
walls
job.
always have safe spots.
And like every single gun wall ever has a safe spot.
Why does the
Pretty
music
much.
in this game sound like NES music?
Because it's like got the it's got the Game Boy sound chip, so a lot of developers would just use like the 8-bit components of
Oh.
that chip and use the other parts of the GBA sound chip.
Mix
for,
that
like,
were made by
sound
Jorge
effects.
Fuente sound really good. This song in particular that got arranged is one of my favorites. Sounds so amazing.
You know,
Oh yeah, more
It's-
generating bullshit. This time you have
go
gates.
now. So,
I'll imagine that this is like the sour hard candy kind of wall.
You'll find out. It's one of the least favorite bosses in this game because everybody who played it for the first time ever got wrecked by it. Also, I think K Price is going to join here in a second. FYI.
Hey, Extruder, MKai is awesome. Don't talk shit about my boy MKai.
Here's the crab walker, or kind of the game. Rotating wall. Again, the boss everyone hated when they played this game for the first time.
Oh, you
Because if
hate
you don't know
this
how to
game,
handle
huh?
it properly, you will die.
So, what's the hitbox on this ship?
Kinda small. You know those little holes in the ground? You can hide in them, and the rotating wall will just go over you.
Hey guys, want to know a secret? I hate every Gradius game.
Oh,
Fuck.
Oh.
That pissed me off because I was on pace for my first ever no death run.
Look, Treen, you cursed this run. What the fuck?
well, at least just
The only thing I'm gonna blame that on is the fact that this boss is kind of tricky if you have two speeders.
Man, it sounds like a
Yes,
T-Rex.
even
when it's-
5.
Can somebody unlock? K-Price wants somebody to unlock the recording voice room for him.
Oh. Guess I should do something.
at least you're slow.
Sounds like a
So here's why
T-Rex.
people hate this boss, because it grows, and if you're inside of it when it
Whoa.
grows, you're probably going to die.
Do not put water near
more
that
like-
thing.
Wow.
Phew.
That's what I call
Somebody
a
fed
big
it
core.
after 12 in the night.
You better hope you fin that thing.
So many jokes.
And, of course, it isn't a greatest run by me if I don't decide to show off just a little bit.
The hitbox is just about.
AK press.
Wow.
Whoa.
Leg.
Swag.
Shouts to annotations, and shouts to Google for thinking removing annotations was a good idea. Also, hi, K-Price.
Okay, I'm not a rapper. I don't know where this idea came from. Yeah.
No.
From Earth 1, pretty
Dude.
much. And here's the final boss, and just like every other Gradius game, it's the hardest boss in the entire game.
Dude, it's like
And of course, I have to fight it without auto
It
fire.
would be
so
pretty
it's
damn
naturally
cool if
fine.
It would be pretty damn cool if I could rap though.
you can do it.
Like
Green.
I totally would.
You can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
I
much, I think
believe.
you have a future in rapping.
Maybe I'll
And
give it a
game
go then.
complete.
I'll write lyrics for some Gradius shit rap, and there you go. That MP3.
So
Oh, you did it.
That's it then. Runs over.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
the one.
you blew up the testicle eyeballs at the end there. Good job.
Whoa, nice.
That's
How do the Bacterians reproduce? I've always wondered about this.
Now they
How
can,
do
yeah.
video game
Bacteria
monsters
lots of
reproduce?
bacteria.
No, I should remember that, but I don't. I should remember how they do it.
They're all like amoebas, so it's like asexually they just keep splitting off into one another.
So, believe it or not,
It's so sad that they don't have sex.
Says that mankind, the Bacterians keeping Gradius 3 says that apparently mankind is the reason why the Bacterians are able to keep surviving, because in Gradius 3, Bacterian says that he was born out of the greediness of mankind, and while men exist.
That's so stupid though. That doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I think the greediness of humans is what causes the Bacterians to continuously.
Yeah, but anyone could just say that.
It's haha.
Plus, I don't know. For alien monsters with so much I don't know, vagueness.
Konami, make a new Gradius game or just say the series is dead so we don't have to worry about it.
Vaguely sexual symbology going on. You'd think there's some kind of sexual reproduction going on in their species.
What if it's when you shoot the core, it's you're always inseminating new cores?
Whoa. Mind
too real.
blown.
Way too real, man.
It's
I think Aqua's just solved the puzzle.
Yeah, it's all
Anyways, let's go.
It's all set up.
That's it. We can all go home now.
It's a
Series is
setup.
over.
See, when you destroy them, it's
Everyone just put down your damn controllers, take all your coins home. Just stop playing this game. Screw this.
Cream's mixtape will be coming out in November. Peep the streets, keep your ears locked, people.
Okay, so this first stage,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you play it on loop 3 or 5, if you play it on loop 3, I think, then the music for the stage is actually Challenger 1985, which is the first stage theme of the original Gradius.
Damn, that's fan service, though.
It's like one of 2 songs in this game that isn't original. The other is morning music, which plays in the options menu.
oh really?
Oh yeah.
And,
Just wanted to ask because sorry I've come in here late. So how many stages are there in this game?
8.
Okay.
The high-speed stage and the base stage are part of the same stage, according to the stage select menu.
So you notice these boulders are a lot faster. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, second loop, pretty much all that's changed is enemies move faster, suicide bullets move faster, more of them. Same thing as a typical Gradius game, really. I can't recall any new stage features or anything.
Doesn't this game have
Yeah,
go ahead.
does this game have rank? Because other Gradius, more than 3 options, you get.
I'm pretty sure it
Pretty funky.
does, but I'm pretty sure it's the static formula, which is really only dependent on what power-ups you have, what difficulty setting you're on, and how far into the game you are.
Okay.
And these meteorites that tilt, actually tilt even faster and farther. At least the second one does on higher loops, as you're going to notice here. I think on loop 3, it'll become complete. It'll turn an entire.
Hey, so isn't there a save state or a save functionality in this game, by the way?
This game does have stage select, if that's what you mean.
Oh.
And it does, and this game does save that and scores for the cartridge.
Okay. Because, I mean, if you want to play the loops or whatever, you got to get to the loop, and then you could maybe start from the loop, I guess, because, I mean, who's playing fucking GBA game for 2 hours straight, you know?
OMG.
Have you ever been trapped in a car ride Aquas?
How does anybody unlock
Okay.
loop 10 in Gradius 5? How does anybody have the patience to play that game for over 10 hours?
Well,
Okay, Mr. Stalker here just blew my mind. He said Gradius is an anagram of Darius G.
well,
And I'm like, oh shit. That is so totally true, isn't it?
Well, which game came out first?
Gradius.
Gradius, duh.
And Darius G is an anagram of Gradius.
Well, yeah.
Wait. Darius?
Is that
Yeah.
how it's
My
pronounced?
mind is blown.
No,
Darius.
it's Darius. It's Darius because I said so.
It's
To
Darius.
everybody who watches, to everybody watching here and who later watches this on YouTube, this is the most woke episode of STG Weekly.
I doubt that.
Don't worry, we got through.
Woke pertaining to schmops. Let's put it that way.
Alright.
So, for anyone who's kind
Oh.
of interested, the storyline of this game is basically the Bacterian created a super weapon, and for some reason it lost it in space, and now it's rejoining other weapons and trying to take over the universe.
Yo, stories in a Gradius game.
Yeah, always related to the Bacterians.
Kind of just Loop 2. Anybody in chat have any questions for like me or other people?
Alright, when are you gonna play the loops, like Loop 5, 1 CC scoring run?
Yes.
Loop 256.
I get good, so never.
But like, the game gets so awesome in Loop 5, right?
Probably.
Man.
We're gonna
The
remix
farthest I've
that.
ever made it in any Gradius game ever is Loop 5 Stage 4 in the original Gradius
Wait, what?
on PSP.
Oh, the
I've
Gradius
cleared
game.
4 loops in Gradius on the PSP before,
Was it
Pretty
the
good.
arcade version?
while PSP is based off of arcade, so yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
the arcade version.
Beating the second loop of Gradius 1 is not easy.
Yeah,
And
Oh.
on the PSP, it's pretty much on the PSP. It's not that bad.
No,
I
there's
think
some
at Loop
differences.
3, the rank finishes out in that game.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty cool Gradius game to check out. It's got it all. It's got it all,
It is.
really. I mean, besides the fact it's like a little bit of a tamer Gradius game, but I mean, definitely could get
Yeah,
someone
Despite
into
the fact that you might
series.
think the music sucks.
Music was decent.
It's tamer, but
Yeah,
I
the
think
music
it's better put to. Sorry to interrupt. It's tamer, but I think it's better put together compared to some of the few schmuck games that did get put into the GBA. Like I think of the
Yeah.
port of R-Type 3 to the GBA, for instance. That was some hot trash right there.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Never saw it. Never saw
Oh,
that one.
interesting. So if you just saw like a couple seconds before, there was some like walkers that are bouncing off the walls. That's really
The
interesting.
jumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys have interesting properties in some Gradius games. They're pretty annoying enemies because they typically fire quite a lot of bullets, especially in Gradius 2 and Gradius 3 and Gradius 4.
I like the
Sick.
background of the stage. It's just beautiful. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just,
I always thought a Gradius stage based on lightning would be pretty cool to make,
It is nice.
and then just have a boss called Lightning Core.
oh, speaking of
Where?
which,
I bet you can't guess what its main attacks are.
is there additional bosses
What?
in stage in Loop? Is there additional bosses in Loop 2 by chance?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's not. This game doesn't really change up the stages unlike other Gradius games, and therefore it does not add bosses either. It just makes them more difficult.
So, how did you learn all the point bonuses?
I think I either watched a video on them or I looked them up on Gradius Homeworld.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of those.
I didn't get
Look
all
at
of
that
them,
bullets,
obviously.
man. Jeez.
I went for a couple that I didn't get.
Bring on the
Wow.
bullets.
Yeah, and it's even better. I think the amount of bullets. Something tells me that because there's so many bullets, the enemies actually don't get to fire suicide bullets.
So you're saying there's a bullet count limit?
I don't think
Probably
so,
a
but-
sprite
I
limit.
don't know, but there might be because it's freaking GBA.
Yeah, they don't use the PCM chip as much as I would expect them, but during this time, it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, a lot of developers had trouble figuring it out in the beginning of the GPA's lifespan, so a lot of it goes to the sound effects from the PCM components.
I decided not to go for the 5,000 point bonus there because it's a bit risky, and because I wanted to get as far as I could on loop 2, because I was pretty sure I wouldn't be able to clear loop 2 in this run, but I just wanted to get far. So, besides, the stage gets fun later on.
Nice one, Extrudix.
Aiden.
Aiden.
No, I have nothing against homosexuals.
Aiden. Go to.
I probably just got us banned.
Wait, what? Wait, did I? How did we get on this topic?
I don't know. Let's get
I
off.
just-
All Extrudix for blaming
I just heard the word
One minute,
homosexual
congrats.
out of nowhere, and I was like, wait, what?
I blame Extruder.
Yeah, me too.
Gosh, Extruder. Chill.
Get your head in the
Hey, he was
game.
ready to have flashbacks to Gradius 3 Arcade.
Oh, okay.
Oh, stage.
And yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows his
Stage.
pain.
Normally,
looks
I
pretty
decide
bad.
to just fire
Awesome.
them again, but I decided to just play it safe. And,
So you're
Not
not even gonna
shoot.
shoot those technically, or you are.
well, not
Hey.
in this area because there's a lot of the planets all around, but
Hey,
give me
did-
barely any room to move.
Didn't those
No, I just
fireballs
lost the
only
fourth
do a 3-pronged attack before?
Yep.
Yeah. They
That's
only
true.
use 3.
1, and now they do 5.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you have to.
Yeah, if you ever want to relive Stage 7 in Gradius 3 Arcade, this is the perfect way to do it.
Okay, so I figured out what the fire stuff is called. Those are quasars, not supernovas.
Yeah,
Okay.
likely.
Man, get your nebulas right, guys.
Fuck. I like the boss music.
Yeah, the boss music in this game is one of the better songs, in my opinion. This game is the same difficulty as normal difficulty loop 2. So if you ever do a 2 all, you're basically just beating the game on normal and then hard.
Damn, that's just dude. That that boss is just a fire line with some wings attached to it. It's awesome.
I like the sound effect when it dies.
That's some good
Yeah,
stuff.
I think the sound effect when you do damage to a boss is really interesting. It's like, boom. That's my
Bromp.
best impression of it.
Was that a bromp?
More like a broom.
Broomp.
Like a broom.
Broomp. Alright, can we end the episode now, or?
We
Yeah.
I think.
we have another
It's
4
fine.
minutes on the video,
Alright,
so
let's
we
just
probably can finish
alright.
that.
meme it up,
4
meme it up.
minutes.
It's time. The attack helicopter jokes are coming out.
Man, this.
You mean like get to the choppa, etc.? Man, I wish these volcanoes had a face. Oh, volcano down.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Dude.
volcano actually moves downwards a bit earlier in Loop 2, I think. And
They could have used some more glue.
Oh,
They could have used some more glue on that volcano.
that jumper coming, I probably would have made it further.
I'm just glad we get to see the volcano die again. Oh, it's getting.
You're gonna
it's-
see it again
Oh, it's
no.
loose.
no.
It's loose.
I probably could have made it farther if I saw that jumper coming and I reacted to it in time.
It's fitting that this part's to your end here, because this is like my favorite part.
So
Yeah.
you did say you don't have
The
power.
volcano isn't the issue, it's the freaking enemies coming from the hatches.
Rip volcano.
And now I've just got enemies on the ground that I can't hit because I don't have missiles. Normally this is one of those
So-
checkpoints where all you need to recover is missile and double, but I'm kind of on loop 2 right now. So enemies firing suicide bullets means...
Pew 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 pew.
Is challenge mode like this? You said it was just like checkpoints in the game.
Yeah, there's challenge A, which I believe is unlocked after you beat a loop. And it's basically just loop 1, go through every checkpoint, and once you're done with the checkpoint, you get to move on to the next one. And then there's challenge B, which is the same thing, but on like loop 3 difficulty. And then you have the final challenge, which is just this stage full of really hard which is a stage at really high rank with a lot of enemies that they fire a lot, and they fire a lot of suicide bullets. Dead.
Ooh.
I was really hoping to get 1 million this run, but I'll accept 900,000.
Oh man.
Okay, if you don't want to learn my real name, but then again, why would you not want to? Look away.
Damn, those are some bad depths.
Bob Saget? Is that what your name is, man?
Sam Saget.
I'm not
His name's
going to
Alan
reveal my last
Smithy.
name. I am not going to reveal my last name. All right.
Censorship?
Understandable.
All right, so that's it.
S. Smithy.
All right. That was fun.
GG.
Yeah. Nice run, buddy.
Thank you. It's kind of nice to show off that game. All right, so anything else you guys want to talk about, like chat? Any questions for me?
How much does a cart of this go for nowadays?
Well, I got mine at vintage stock for $10. I still have the price tag on it.
So it's
Is it just on the GBA or is it re-release on other?
It's just on GBA.
Huh. I see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was getting caught part of your plan?
Cream. That's it. I'm gonna find Cream. I'm gonna find your SoundCloud and I'm gonna start like sharing tracks with chat. Let them be really critical and snooty about it.
I got a question. Do you wear the glasses from the intro, like when you play the game? Like, did that come with the game?
I wish.
Like those emo Gradius glasses? I'm playing the intro again. There's like these emo glasses on a book.
My eyesight is surprisingly really well.
I guess more like genius otaku glasses in this case.
Extruder from chat asks, would you really recommend this game to somebody new in Gradius?
Yeah, I would recommend this to anyone interested in.
Yeah.
Anybody who's interested in the Gradius series, definitely give this game a try. Just give any game in the series a try. The series is awesome.
Gradius 3. Just
Yeah.
don't get it. Well,
No,
except
even
for
try
the
that game. Even try that game. You'll hate yourself
Well,
for
the
it. But
SNES
try
version's
that game.
fine.
yeah, Super NES is fine, but the arcade version or PS2 technically, get away from it.
Just to get down. But if you're a cold-blooded sadistic bastard like I am, you'll figure it out eventually.
So you just have to go full shmup.
Yeah.
I think
But everybody
there's
knows you don't go full shmup.
The other question I think Alkman is asking, I think there is another one. There's another good shmup game.
On the GBA,
There are two more, but they're not really worth it. So yeah, this is probably the only one on GBA that you might like.
By the way, anybody who's wondering, this high score one placed me at first. Because there's I have 0 competition on Vizzed for Gradius games.
Okay.
So how's the highest difficulty on this on Gradius?
Hard difficulty is the same as Loop 2 normal difficulty.
Oh, okay. So it's just jacks it up. Oh, I'm kind of interested in the power-ups. Hang on. So, what do you think is like, if you want to go for scoring-wise, or you just want to blow through everything, what type do you want in this game?
Type A, Type C, or Type D are the best types. I just happened to choose Type A for this run.
Yeah, I could see that. Because Type B is like Lord British. Type C is like what's that thing? Oh, it's not related to any ship, but I think Type D.
They're colored the same as the Gradius guidance ships, but they're not related to the Gradius guidance ships in any way.
Actually, Type D is based off of Falchion Beta, because they have the double is actually directional.
No, Falchion Beta has.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry.
A9 is the one with the spread bomb and Gradius guidance. Falchion Beta has the missile that I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the missile that falls and then splits when it hits the ground.
It's rolling missile. But yeah,
rolling
you're right.
missile, right? And then it has the auto aim and then the gravity bullet, which is way too OP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I actually choose to play as Big Viper in Gradius Gaiden, and I also don't choose to play with the. I also play with the default power-up order because that's how you should play Gradius. Speed up, missile, double, laser, option, force field. That's how you play Gradius. That's how you play Gradius. I also don't choose limit in Gradius Gaiden because way too many people use that. I choose force field. So yeah, I like to make things hard on myself, in case you haven't noticed.
Okay, so anyone else has any questions?
I think that's
No, I'm
pretty
good.
much it.
I'm good.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Cool. All right, good app. 125 Gradius Galaxies, SoundCloud generation in the bag.
Find Cream on SoundCloud and make fun of her in every way that you can.
That's the homework for the episode is find her SoundCloud.
No.
And when we come back, we'll do an episode all about Cream.
Please.
Be the Cream Gaiden.
I'll literally die of embarrassment. In fact, I'm gonna go find that page and delete it now.
Featuring
if I can.
debut rap album track.
Yeah, Cream featuring Ski Master Slump God and Lil Uzi Vert.
Yep. Alright, that'll do it. Alright, see you everyone.
I just learned that extruder is Discord. Bye.
See ya. Take care, guys.
Signing.
Eat your fruits and vegetables.
God damn it. See ya, guys.
What happened there? Was that like the Cotton 2 episode all over again?
What?
Cream, you know what I'm talking about with the 2 episode.
Laser